Hello, my name is Dr. Tiffany Wood and I am the CEO co-founder of Dyneval Limited. I'm excited to tell you about how you can breed better using the Dynescan Semen Analyser, which will provide you with the ability to do semen motility lifetime analysis so that you can understand how motility is maintained in the reproductive tract of the female. It can be used at the moment for both ram and bull fertility analysis. The Dynescan is a portable instrument around about the size of a kitchen toaster, which can be stored easily in this robust case shown on the left-hand side here. Both the laptop and the instrument can be stored in the top half, and at the bottom half there's an accessories case that has all the sample slides and pipettes and everything you need to handle samples. As you can see, this can be easily stored in the boot of a car and taken from farm to farm. Every user has their own account and they can log on to a web browser onto the Dyneval app to see their results and print these nice PDFs to show results for different semen samples. And that's a very nice way to be able to share results with your partners. The Dynescan is unlike all other semen analyzers. Our technology depends on measuring intensity fluctuations within the video, and through applying methods from advanced statistical physics, we're able to extract the key parameters of percentage progressive motility and mean speed of the spermatozoa. Other semen analyzers require algorithms to track cells from frame to frame within the video image. And that can cause issues because it won't work very well at high concentrations because the cells are too close to one another, and it doesn't work at low concentrations more associated with sex semen. The advantage of our technique is that it zooms out and we have a very wide field of view, and so that we're able to measure a very large range of concentrations all the way up until the point at which we see the swirling motion associated with gross motility. For vets, this means it's very easy to perform measurements because they can dilute highly concentrated fresh samples to be able to perform measurements of the progressive motility at almost any concentration. So it's very easy to use, and that is a huge benefit. Process, we have compared Dynescan results with those collected using a Causa machine as would be used in a semen production lab. The results compare very well. We can see the blue results are those conducted internally using an IVOS2 machine, and also the light blue results are independent validation conducted in a semen production company. There is good correlation with a standard deviation of 4.2%. We have also tested the reproducibility across different users with a range of experiences. Some have never used a pipette or handled samples before. Others have over 20 years experience in microbiology. And after half an hour of training, all of the users achieved very similar results with less than 1% standard deviation. And so this shows that the Dynescan can be used by almost anyone to obtain very good, precise measurements that you can trust. And no dilution is required to perform analysis on straws. We do have a calibration process, which is really there just to check that nothing within the instrument has moved place and that it's all functioning properly, to give you confidence that you're obtaining precise measurements. With a Dynescan, you have the option of leaving a sample sealed within the instrument to see how motility can be maintained over time, and this is a real unique feature of the Dynescan. What we typically see is we see that the speed may be very fast at the beginning, where the cells have plenty of oxygen to consume, but eventually they use all of this up and they need to change their energy source to be able to maintain motility. At this point, they're probably using glucose within the media provided. During this transition in the speed, we should see no change in the progressive motility of the sample. And so that should be able to maintain a good progressive motility for several hours but eventually we will see it decline. And we're able to now introduce a new index called the Semen Motility Lifetime, which provides the time at which the percentage progressive motility falls to around half of its original value. This is a completely new information for the whole fertility industry and is now able to provide scientists and semen companies with new insights into the factors affecting metabolic health of sperm cells and looking at the genetic factors that may underline good motility. Of course, it's really important that semen is able to maintain motility in the reproductive tract of the cow so that it can penetrate the outer layers of the oocyte to actually fertilize the egg. So more and more we see a huge variability in this sustained motility lifetime for different samples. We see some samples able to maintain motility for many hours, and some have a more limited lifetime. As we can see here, bull B has a SML of around 82 minutes, and bull C has an SML of around 41 minutes. And these samples all represent sex semen samples found in a tank last year. To collect conception rates from over 7 farms where the Dynescan was used to measure the sustained motility lifetime. And we found that samples able to maintain motility for more than 2 hours resulted in conception rates on average 7.8% higher. If you could achieve this improvement on your farm, you would be able to retain profits of over £34,000 per year for a herd of 500 cows. Interestingly, 8 of the 9 batches of semen that struggled to maintain motility for 2 hours were sex semen samples. And so it is ever more important that we're able to perform these measurements to guide better breeding decisions. We believe that with knowledge of the lifetime of semen, it may be possible to optimize the timing of insemination to get the best possible results. The Dynescan is also a useful tool for bull fertility testing. Traditionally, a vet would take a microscope to the farm to test the percentage progressive motility of an ejaculate just by eye. This can lead to results that are hugely variable between vets. In this situation, a Dynescan at the farm provides an objective and precise measurement, providing both the vet and farmer with confidence. However, it also has the additional advantage that you can see whether motility is sustained over time if you have any concerns. Here we show data from conventional semen packed into an AI straw, and we can see the red and orange results from batch 1 showed that the progressive motility could not be sustained, and it fell very abruptly at around 30 minutes. Clearly, this would not be good for getting good conception rates. Other batches from this bull were tested too, and those are shown in blue, and they show much better results with a good degree of motility sustained for over an hour. However, it is interesting to note that for this bull, the progressive motility reduced in all cases, and this is quite unusual. More commonly, we see the progressive motility sustained for several hours, particularly for conventional semen. And so vets and farmers can now work together to explore the causes of declining progressive motility. Could this be due to an infection that could be treated? Possibly the nutrition of the bull could be improved, or maybe there are some genetic factors to be aware of. So in this case, we recommend you seek support from your vet to identify these issues and overcome them. Dynaval's core technology, underpinning the Dynescan, provides precise measurements that can be relied upon, that are independent of the user, and can be performed by anyone across the semen supply chain, all the way from production through transport, importing into countries, storage, and then prior to insemination. This allows everyone to check the quality and the longevity of semen motility, and we expect the results should differ no more than 5% if the cold chain has remained intact. With this information, you can now identify any challenges or issues that may arise causing deterioration. So I hope you can understand the benefits of motility lifetime analysis to help you improve your breeding. Ask your vet for more details on the Dynescan to see if they can provide this service for your farm. Alternatively, if you're interested in buying the Dynescan, please contact us for details of your local dealer. Don't delay, be Dyn assured.